is Steve Garland, head wrestling coach at the University of Virginia, giving my weekly Virginia wrestling video newsletter. As most of you already know, we had a heck of a weekend this past weekend, and I'm going to get into that, but I first wanted to do something that's really important, and I wanted to acknowledge my two assistant coaches, Jordan Lean and Keith Gavin. And part of the reason why is in 2010, when we were blessed to win that tournament championship, one of my deepest regrets from that time frame was that Scott Moore and Alex Clemson didn't get the credit they deserved, and they didn't get the acknowledgement that they deserved. And I certainly don't want that to happen again. I want to make sure, first and foremost, that Coach Lean is recognized, and Coach Lean has been by my side for a long time now. He stretches me. He's one of the few guys in my life that can speak truth, hard truth into my life, and have me actually listen to it and take it in. And he's in a pretty rare situation that I know it's tough for him at times, but I can't thank him enough for that, and I also can't thank him enough for his personal investment in our guys. I mean, one of his gifts is he finds a way to get inside the head and the heart of our guys, and specifically Georgie DiCamillo, Andrew Atkinson, and there's others, but those guys come to mind right away because he's really dug in with those guys. And make no mistake, the development of Georgie DiCamillo and Andrew Atkinson specifically, you can absolutely credit to Coach Lean. I mean, Andrew is a completely different wrestler now than he was in November, and thank you, Coach Lean, for that. And, you know, he's the forefront. He's a point guard on our recruiting efforts as well, helping bring in some of the best recruiting classes in the country. So just can't thank him enough. And he's most importantly, he's a friend. He's a guy that loves me and loves this program and cares about us. So I just love him and wanted to make sure that I acknowledged him right off the bat. And Coach Gavin, I've been getting a lot of emails and a lot of text messages. I mean, thank you guys so much for your support. It's been overwhelming. I'm going to get to that too. But a lot of it's been about congratulations, Coach, and you had him ready at the right time. And while I appreciate that, I just want to make sure that everybody knows that Coach Gavin is the one who creates and implements our training calendar. He does just about everything with the guys, if not everything with the guys. He's our rock in this wrestling room. He's the guy that gives confidence to our athletes, and just a simple nod from him gets these guys fired up. And also, I think he's been a great compliment to me in the corner. He keeps me under control. He keeps me calm. I mean, I got some really nice comments after ACCs. Wow, Coach, you didn't get out of control this year. You did great with that. And again, that's a credit to both Coach Lean and specifically Coach Gavin for, you know, something as simple as like, Steve, it's okay, relax. I mean, and because I respect him so much, I'll immediately calm down. And little things like that just don't get noticed and don't get talked about enough. So I just wanted to make sure I praise them and thank them. I also want to thank our support staff, starting with Valerie Richardson, my sports supervisor. She's been a phenomenal friend and boss the last how many years we've been working together, and nobody loves this program more than her. And so I just want to make sure I acknowledge her. And Andy Fletterjohn, who's my boy, who's filming this right now, I want to make sure he gets a shout out. And our academic advisor, TJ Grahams, who puts up with all our guys and tries to keep them on track. Our sports psychologist, Dr. Freeman, Dr. Bauman, Coach Everett in the weight room, who's our strength conditioning coach. Our nutritionist, Randy Bird, who's constantly with our guys doing stuff with them. I mean, parents, if you haven't figured it out yet, your little baby boy's got a lot of resources. I don't want to go off on that tangent, but there's no excuse not to win here. I mean, there's no excuse not to succeed because we have a lot of help. And so every one of those people that I just mentioned played a huge part in that ACC championship. Finally, I wanted to thank you guys. Your love, your support, your emails, your text messages, your phone calls have been absolutely overwhelming. I haven't slept in like 3 days. My voice, you can hear it. I just can't even get over it. I mean, I'm kind of still walking in a fog from how many people out there actually care about our program and that are reaching out for support and they're rooting for us. And man, to see how many people were at ACCs, to see how many people were cheering for our guys, and we did that team picture at the end, it was so humbling. I'm just so thankful for you, and I wish I had the opportunity to get back to each and every one of you guys individually, but it's physically impossible, so I just want you to hear that from me this way, and hopefully that's good enough. But thank you guys so much. As far as the tournament, there's so many stories to get into. I can't get into it all today. I can just tell you guys that with all my heart, I don't know if I've ever experienced something like that in 15 years of coaching. From start to finish, honestly, there's only one bout that I think I would take back or want to have a do-over with. That's how amazing of a day it was, and praise God. I mean, I can't remember walking out of a tournament and being just that sort of grateful, thankful, blown away. I mean, a million words I can think of, but it was just an amazing day. I can't even really explain it other than to say I'm just so thankful for the kids. I'm so thankful for their growth and where they're at now as opposed to where they were at middle way through the season. And it was just an amazing, amazing thing. So thank you guys so much for everything. As far as a preview for NCAAs, I'm going to do another one of these before NCAAs, but what I can tell you is yesterday's practice was absolutely crazy. I was kind of worried about the guys not being locked in and still enjoying a little bit too much maybe the ACC title, and because I wanted them to enjoy it. On the bus ride home with the guys, I was kind of eavesdropping and listening to their conversations, and just listening to their giggles and listening to their joy and listening to their camaraderie, it was intoxicating. I mean, I was sitting in the front seat listening to it, and I just was so happy for them. I think any coach is happy in those situations. So I wanted them to enjoy this one. I really did. But at the same time, yesterday we started double sessions again. We started mini camp for NCAAs, and so it was time to lock back in. So I was worried about that. I walk in the room, and we're doing a mini grind match, and the guys are killing each other. They're flying all over the room. The fight is great. The effort's great. Everybody looks tough, and everybody's locked in. Gosh, I was blown away. I was blown away by it. So I think we're in a good place, and right now, we just have to stay the course, stick to our process, listen to Coach Gavin, believe in ourselves, be positive, nothing but positive with each other, and work together as we did at ACCs to do good things at the NCAA tournament. The ACC tournament for us was an example of how a team that struggled to be a team the entire year came together at the right time, and that's amazing. And as a coach, that's your deepest, the thing you're most thankful for is that your guys loved each other, were faithful to each other, and fought for each other. I mean, nothing makes you more happy than that, and that's what we need for the NCAA tournament. I'm going to be praying about a message for the NCAAs and thinking about what to say to our guys, and when I come up with something, God willing, I will share that with you guys next week. See you then.